right, are we live? All right, let's give it a few. Excellent connection. Yeah, let's give it a few seconds before we start. I know it's super early, Sunday. I forgot today's date, September 15th. It's 8:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's super early, but I'm not feeling well and I'm trying to push it so I could create this live stream for you guys. So let's start. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the server room, episode 84. You saw the title, so let's get right into it, right? Let's get into the desktop. Boom. So I'm doing everything within a Windows 11. We're going to be going over the top 5 methods within PowerShell to download files. Okay, so I'm gonna open up the File Explorer because I want to go into the C drive, and within the C drive I want to create a folder called BTNHD. Now I do have one with the temp, but I don't want to use the temp. I want to use something else. I just want to use BTNHD. I'm able to right click, right click and then go into new if it allows me to right click. Yeah, it's allowing me. It's a little slow today. Yeah, so I'm able to just go to new folder. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do everything within PowerShell. So again, I don't have BTNHD. I have underscore temp, but I don't have BTNHD folder. So we're gonna open up PowerShell. So we're gonna click on start and I'm gonna type in ISE and I'm gonna right click on it. Yeah, my machine today is a little slow. It's just like me. I'm so out of it today. Come on. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna run it as an administrator. Cool. We're gonna click yes for the user account control. And again, the folder that I want is not within the C drive. So we're going to build a little bit of logic within our PowerShell before I show you the top 5 methods to download within PowerShell. So the first thing let's do is let's create a variable, and we're going to call it folder path. And that's equal to open and close quotations. We're going to do C colon boom BTNHD. Awesome. Now, with our logical script right here, it's going to check whether or not the folder is there. If it's not, it's going to create it for us. So we're going to do if open parentheses dash not open parentheses test path. There it goes. A switch of path, and we're going to call out our variable that we just created in line 1. Okay. Close the parentheses for a test, and then close the parentheses for the if. We're going to do a wiggly bracket. We're going to hit enter. I'm going to hit tab, and from here we're going to do a command of new item with a switch of path, and we're going to call out our variable folder path with another switch of item type, and it is going to be a directory. Now from here, we're going to write something that the folder was created. So we're going to do write output space open and close quotations. Inside the quotations, let's type in folder created at $ folder path. Okay, which $ folder path is the variable that we declared in 1. So we're going to hit enter here. We're going to close the if. With if, you typically want to do if and else. So if this doesn't work out, the else is going to shoot out. So I'm going to hit enter here. We're going to do an else. and wiggly bracket, enter, tab. And for the else, let's just do a write output, open and close quotations, and we're going to type in folder already exists at $ folder path. Okay. And we're going to hit enter and we're going to close the wiggly bracket. All right. So go back inside the file explorer because I want to show you guys again. We don't have BTNHD. This is more of like a logical thing. And we're going to run it. Boop. Awesome. Folder wasn't there. Now the folder is there. There goes the folder. We have the folder. Awesome. Now, let's get into the top 5 methods. So let's hit enter. Oops, let's get in here, hit enter. I will provide this script for you guys. So now that we have our folder path, let's declare 2 variables that we're going to constantly be, use throughout these 5 methods. So one variable, we're going to do a $, and it's going to be the location. Okay. And the location is equal to open and close quotations. And I'm actually going to copy the path that we created in 1. And we're going to do / and the name of the file that we're going to be downloading. Now, the file that I'm going to be downloading would be the Visual C++ x86.exe file. You could do it with edit, whatever file you want, but I'm going to do it with this file. So I'm going to do vc_regdistib. There we go. .x86.exe. Cool. Now hit enter. On line 11, let's declare another variable, and we're going to call it URL file equals to open and close quotations. And I'm not going to type this in. I'm going to copy and paste from my notes. This is going to be the URL of where your exe file is located. So I'm going to do a paste. So there it goes. So this is the URL. If you go to this URL, it's going to download the exe file. But, we're complicated people. So I want to do everything within PowerShell. So now that we have our variables, let's do number 1. So let's do a comment. And the first one would be using Invoke-WebRequest commandlet. So Invoke-web request. Awesome. From here, we're going to do a switch of URI. And URI would be the location of where the file is located. So from here, we're going to be using $URL file. And we're going to use another switch of output the file. And the output of the file is going to be the location, right? So you can either type it in or use the location here. I'm going to do, let's see, location, right? Done. So we're going to run this, see if it works. Yeah, I think. I want to see something real quick with my notes. Okay, yeah, so for this, let's do another variable of $drop zone. Drop zone, open and close quotations. We're going to do C /BTNHD. Okay, for here, for the web request, we're going to do drop zone. Let's see if this works out. We're going to go into the file explorer. Don't have no type of energy. Again, I'm not really feeling well. Inside the folder, I don't have anything, but if we run this command, our first command, let's run it. Okay, cannot validate the argument URI. Okay. Looks like with the variables is going to cause problems probably. No. All right, so definitely that's not going to work out. So what we are going to do will be the following. Doesn't like the variable. So let's drop the URL and let's not deal with any variables right now. Let's just use the commands natively, right? And open and close, and we're going to do that BTNHD. There we go. And let's run it. There it goes. Oh, what's going on? Access denied because I don't have access to that folder. Yeah, because it's on the C drive. So let's pick another location. Let's pick the desktop because you're dropping into the C drive, regardless if PowerShell is being ran as a full administrator, you're gonna have issues. So what I'm going to do is create a folder on the desktop. I'm going to hold the shift key, right click on the folder, and let's copy as path. Yeah, I don't feel like troubleshooting, not feeling too well. All right, so this would be the path. Awesome. So let's run this. Let's clear downstairs. Too many comma, too many quotations, and let's run it. What the hell is going on? Access to the path is denied. That is really weird. Access to the path is denied. Huh? Dude, that's crazy. Why I'm getting access denied? Why am I getting access denied on? This is a weird one. Let's troubleshoot a little bit. Give me 1 second. I don't know why I'm getting access denied on this path. If I own this, I have full rights on this desktop. That's weird. Very weird. I wonder if I have permissions. I'm like sweating right now. Not really feeling well. Let's copy the path. Let's see if I'm having permission problems. I'm crap load of permission problems right now. Let's cross that out. Let's do that. Let's run this. Everything is saying access denied, but I have access to everything. What in the heck is going on? Oh, okay. 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 I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm actually reading the web requests right now. I'm actually looking at the documentation and I made a boo-boo. I mean, everyone makes mistakes, right? So we're actually able to use let's delete that. I'm gonna use the C drive one. C drive 1 should work out. But with the C drive, let's go back in it. With the C drive, this is what I forgot. I do apologize for that. Let's go back in here. Let's do this real quick. Control Z. There we go. Let's remove this. Excellent. And right here, we're going to do $location. So with the output file, you need to actually BTNHD. BTNHD. You actually have to give the file name, right? So I can actually use the variable, but I'm going to do everything naturally. I won't use the variable. So let's do everything naturally. This is the problem right here. You actually have to give the name of the file for the output. So let's clear this out and let's run it. And now it's downloading. Beautiful. See, I had to look it up, you know, I had to look up the article. You forget little things. But now if we go into the folder, there goes our exe file. It's getting downloaded. Awesome. All right, and it's done, it's completed. So that's number 1. That's how you do number 1. Let's do number 2. So number 2 in the list, and I'm actually going to go in here and I'm going to delete it because we're going to be downloading that file again and again. So the folder doesn't have anything. Number 2 in the list is using Start-BitsTransfer, which is also a commandlet. And the way it starts would be Start-BitsTransfer. And this one would be a switch of source. Open and close quotations. Use another switch of destination. And this one is open and close quotations. Okay. So same concept. So we're going to take this. You know, we are able to use variables, but for this, I'm just going to use everything natively. Bunch of copy and paste because it's the same process. There it goes. So let's go at the end. Let's click here. And should start. There it goes. Using bits. So if we go back into our folder, there goes our exe file. Bam. That's the second method. Let's delete that because we don't need that, because we're going to re-download it again. So let's hit enter. Top number 3 is curl. Hopefully I'm saying that right. C-U-R-L, curl, which is a Linux. I've used this on the Linux side, but you are able to do it within PowerShell. It's crazy, I know. So we are going to do C. Let me get in here. C-U-R-L. We're going to do a switch of O, right? O is where you want to save the file. So we're going to save the file within here. This is where we want to save it. So we're going to copy here. Boom. We're going to give it a space. And once you give it a space, you're going to call out the HTML. Not HTML, the web address of where the file is located. So this right here, we're downloaded. Again, we removed it from this folder. And if we run this command, boop, awesome, using curl. Again, this command, I've actually used it on the Linux environment, but you are able to do it within PowerShell. Awesome. So if we go inside the folder, there goes the exe file again. So I'm going to just delete it again. So we just did 3 of them. Let's go to number 4. And this list is not in any particular order. Okay. Top number 4. using Wget, right? This has been introduced within the Windows environment, and it's really simple to use. Wget, wget, and then we are going to call out our URL. There it goes, right? We're going to give it a space, and we're going to use a switch of output file. And the output file would be this right here. And let's run it. So let's clear downstairs. Let's just run it, and boom, Wget. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, 5 ways. I can't really tell you what's the best practice one. All of them do the same thing. Whichever one is easier for you to remember. And there goes the file. And Wget just finished. Awesome. So let's go back in here. Let's delete this, and we're going to go over the last one. The last one is a really strange one, but you are able to actually use this. Number 5 on the list. I've used this at my 9 to 5 job, and the antivirus at my job actually classify this as a threat, which is weird. It's not one of those commands that you will use to download, but you are able to use it, and it is the certificate utility. I know. So let's start it off. The command is cert util. We're going to do a switch of URL cache. We're going to do a split, and we're going to do a switch of F. Open and close quotations, which inside the quotations would be the URL, the exe, and then give it a space, open and close quotations, and you're going to give it the path as well as the name of the file. Okay. So let's delete all the extra quotations. So URL cache, what is it? URL cache basically tells the certificate utility to use a URL cache feature, which was originally intended to cache certificates related URLs, but you're able to use it to download files. I know, it's pretty crazy. The split actually tells the certificate utility to break the download into smaller chunks if necessary. Because this exe file is super small, you don't really need the split, but it's best practice to actually add it in there. And then the F for the command is basically stands to force it, just to ensure that the certificate utility will override the destination file without asking for any confirmation. Okay, so that's what these switches stand for. So let's clear downstairs. Again, inside this folder, there's nothing. And let's just run it. Boom. And failed to run, access denied. I got access denied. And look, see? Yeah, it's the same problem. Same problem. Microsoft Defender antivirus found threat, get details. Yeah, I told you. This the same thing that happened to me at my 9 to 5 job. It basically um yeah, it just does not like that command. I got a threat from Windows Defender, and I got an access denied. I guess because it's on the C drive. See, that's the threat. That is crazy. Excuse me. It's crazy that it's classifying it as a threat, and I think it's because it's actually on the C drive. It's like a big no-no. Yeah, but this is the same problem that I had before. I want to see something. I want to see if I'm able to download it inside the downloads folder. So let's create a quick folder in here. New folder, BTNHD. Right click, copy as path, and paste. Do, 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 do. I wonder if it allows me to download it inside the downloads folder. Like right now, Windows Defender does not like it. So there's a good chance if you use number 5, the same thing is going to happen to you at your job. If you have a really good antivirus program, it's going to block it. And you're going to get like an access denied. See, got access denied and threat frown. It just does not like it at all. That is crazy. Yo, let me copy this. Let me see something. I wonder if it allows me to do it in terminal admin. Yeah. I could go inside the Windows Defender and be like, allow it. I could go that route. Again, does not like it, and it's going to prompt me again. I'm going to allow it. I wonder if it allows me to do it now. I might get blocked again. Yep. It's going to constantly block me. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the command does work, but at the moment, Windows Defender is constantly blocking it. So, number 5 won't be a great option to use. 1 through 4, definitely use 1 through 4. But number 5, using the certificate utility, it even happened within my lab at my 9 to 5. The same thing happened to me. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, that's it, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoy. I need to go take a nap because I'm not feeling well. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this episode, the top 5 methods to download files using PowerShell. Number 5 is an epic failure, so most likely you won't use it at all. If you do use it at your 9 to 5, let me know if you actually get denied within your environment, because I got denied at my 9 to 5 job and I'm getting denied at home because Windows Defender is actually classifying it as a threat, which is crazy. The other 4 works with no problem. Hopefully, you guys enjoy, and I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. All right, so how do I end this? Here, it's over.